everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode of The Spotlight. It's always so great to be back. This week we have a jam-packed show planned for you. Everything from theatre to opera, and even a look at how perfecting the brow has become such a popular trend. But first, a look at who's stolen the spotlight this week. Well, to start, a big thumbs up to the mother city for stealing a bit of the limelight at the moment. The city of Cape Town scooped a major prize at the African leg of the 2018 World Trade Awards ceremony held earlier this month. This means Cape Town is now up against other leading global event cities, the likes of London, Rio de Janeiro and Dubai, among others. While winning the local leg is still an incredible feather in the cap, with its major annual events adding to the local booming economy, there's still lots to do. To earn the top spot, the travel and events industries the world over now get to cast their votes for their favorite city. The winner will be announced in Portugal on the 1st of December. Here's hoping Cape Town brings home the gold. And from one award to another, South African singing sensation Zahara also scooped yet another award recently for a musical prowess. The singer shared the exciting news via her social media. The Eastern Cape-born artist was awarded the Best Female Act in the international category at the Next Generation Entertainment Awards. These are dished out annually to acknowledge young talent. Zahara shared the good news on social media of her 40th award overall and thanked her many fans for the support. And you'll know him for popular Afrikaans hits like Los Lappi, Kalfutsuki and Kaptein, among others.
Kaptein, span die seile. Kaptein, sy is myne. Daar waar die...
This time though, Kurt Darren is steering his own sails in the right direction. The singer has been actively working on his personal health and recently revealed he's already lost a whopping 17 kilos in 8 weeks. It's believed Darren suffered from lower back pain and had issues with his core for some time, affecting his daily activities. Now the singer couldn't be more happier with this new transformation, allowing him to enjoy more playtime with his kids. A few young artists from the Cape Town Opera Company recently returned from a trip to London. They visited the British capital to host a concert to raise funds to keep Cape Town Opera alive. There's great concern that they could suffer the same fate as their Gauteng peers who lost their jobs when the company was forced to close down. Take a look.
It's a craft not many can master. Yet, these young performers are having to sing for their proverbial supper. They're from as far afield as Lebowa Khomo in Limpopo to Pretoria and North Pine in Cape Town. Part of Cape Town Opera Company's Young Artists program is to try and woo audiences in London in a bid to raise funds.
There isn't a lot of national support at all for opera as an art form. Opera is telling stories with music on stage. That's as South African as it is anywhere in the world. So that's why we travel around the world and try to find the funding elsewhere, though really, it really ought to come from home.
The company says it gets some funding from the provincial government, but hasn't received a cent from national government in years. This, the artists say, has sparked fresh fears that Cape Town Opera could be heading the same way as Gauteng Opera, forced to close its doors in March after 19 years of existence.
Many people and colleagues and friends of ours lost their jobs. So in order for us to receive the government funding, it would mean people keeping their jobs. There would be a young artist program. People will have access to opera.
Several attempts to get comment from Arts and Culture Minister Nathi Mthethwa have been unsuccessful.
Something lighter now. Here's what's intrigued me for quite some time. Women the world over have become serious artists when it comes to perfecting their brows. Of course, the trend is not new. Think back to the 1920s when American actress Clara Bow started with the thin brows. And then in the 1960s, the great Audrey Hepburn brought back the fuller brows. While the Spotlight joined a special art class that focused solely on the fabulous brows. It's probably one of the most prominent facial features. and yes, used to express a variety of emotions. So it's no surprise that women are taking huge pride in grooming their eyebrows. At this special art class with the use of new techniques and makeup tools, women were encouraged to do just that.
Lawrence, here we are today at an art class. What is the relevance of art and the brow?
I know, right? Who would think what is the connection? The art of the brow has become so important to women all over the world. It's like a movement. You know, the saying is, eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, if your eyes are the windows, your brows are the drapes. So imagine your expression without your eyebrows. Your eyebrows actually really do frame your face. It is a very unique and personal thing.
Brow care has also taken social media by storm, with hashtags like brows on fleek and brows on point, or just plain brows making the rounds. The hashtags have become a way for people to search for the best tutorials or just plain tips on perfecting their brow art.
Social media in general has allowed the normal consumer to be more educated, and you know, these looks and stuff are more accessible as opposed to just seeing it on our celebrities. So when we hashtag or we search for brows on fleek, you know, it's you, it's me, it's the girl next door who's showing how she did her brows, and hopefully that more people can relate to like that. Hashtags in general are just very amazing, just to use them as research tools as well. It's not just, you know, for the sake of just putting it there.
Brows need to be done every day. You cannot step out of the house without brows because that looks a bit scary. So brows complete your whole face. So for me in the morning, the first thing that you need to do is put on your brows. For me, I think the best thing to do is to practice. You need to practice your brows every day because obviously trends change.
The spotlight, of course, was certainly not going to be left out. A quick little makeover and voila!
They are beautiful. I've never had brows like this before.
Brow amazing, right?
Guys, I think you can honestly agree that these eyebrows are now hashtag on flick.
Let's check in now with some of our international friends to see just what they've been up to on the other side of the world.
In royal baby news, it's a British spring birth for Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle. The couple are expecting their first child in early 2019. Reports suggest Markle could be 3 to 4 months into her pregnancy. Royal tradition dictates that we don't know the gender or the exact due date for the little royal until the actual birth. So we'll have to just wait this one out. This video of Kanye West dancing to Maestro and WizKids immediately has been making the rounds on social media. It was taken in Uganda, where West traveled to in search for inspiration for his next album. West also donated a large number of Yeezy Adidas shoes to the locals. Maybe the trip will bring inspiration for some Afrobeats. Who knows?
Yeah, it feels like love.
And it seems it's a question of where is the love for rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs, or Puff Daddy, and longtime girlfriend Casey. After 11 years together, they've called it quits. Casey made her mark in the music scene in 2006 with the hit single Me and You. The couple are now taking a break from the public scene.
Thanks to Tiro. Up next, we sit down with some of the cast of a spectacular, proudly South African production, Home is Calling. The show, which is currently running at the Artscape Theatre in Cape Town, have big plans of heading abroad one of these days. Home is Calling is a musical about struggle, hope and courage, and more importantly, discovering what home really means. So stay with us as we find out more about the show. Don't go anywhere.